Okay, we have a game. So here we have a 1v1 rated game, I believe, between Eagle Here Monsters in blue and Pitxulaloque in red. Hereafter, which is going to be referred to just as red. So this is mega random. And this is one of these maps where the generation is, well, random. So it's unlike anything that you're going to encounter with any other named maps. And in addition, what you start with can also be pretty weird. So here we have blue, which has, well, a whole herd of goats, lots of zebras. Playing as a Georgian has the mule cart, which you can move around the field. Plenty of golden stone in easy access. And red has the exact same setup. So resource-wise, this is not a problem for any player. It's really going to just be a matter of getting up to the ages quicker than the other guy and coming with more army to defeat the other guy, and then that will be the end of the game. All right, so red going for a scout just to make sure he knows what's going on with this map. So it looks like we have some sand bars going through the map, which I don't believe you can build anything on. We have the forest out to the sides, which is the one thing that is going to be in short supply in these starting positions. The middle of the map has more of the mineral resources, but it's hard to see why either of these players is going to need to go looking for minerals when they have so much at their own starting bases. All right, so blue has gone for the hunt first over the goats, which is a smart play. Hunt food is faster gathering. Red hasn't really picked up on that particular point and has decided to go after the goats first. Just one villager going after a few zebra steaks. So both players about the same. Oh, we already had some action. So red decided that he wants to be annoying and distracting. He gets a couple of shots off against one of the bills. So we've got a weak bill now, 13. So that's probably not how he wanted to start his wood chopping life. So red, again, just prioritizing the goats, and will probably come for the zebra later. That is giving monsters a bit of a leg up in terms of the resource gathering. Well, I expect it is. So I presume all these villagers are just holding on to their food at the moment. When they next drop off, we're going to see a big spike in resources. But then red is Persians, so their gather rates are quicker from the get-go. So maybe it's all that monsters can do is just to keep up at this stage, even though he's going for the more efficient food. And again, just red being that just super annoying, just getting a little ding in there. All right, so in terms of what red sees, he sees most of monsters' base. Well, he certainly knows where the town centre is and where all the villages are. Hasn't been to the edges of the map, but has been through some of the sandbar area. And he's just looking to be just annoying. So he needs to be careful that monsters just doesn't decide to, he's had enough and just takes him out with either the town centre arrow fire or just goes after him with the villagers. Persians. Red has now clicked up. Monsters is there a good minute ahead. And now chasing down Red Scout, who is much lower in health. So he's looking to get some shots off there. And Monsters is now going to be aware of where the enemy is. So getting a bit of knowledge now as he goes into feudal. Couple of houses now for blue, as he is now housed, trying to make more bills. So that's going to set him back a touch. Already well behind on villages compared to red. Red is now also housed. But doesn't matter so much as he's still advancing with the town centre. But is now going to feel the pain of the house. Blue getting some cheeky shots, just causing a little bit of annoyance there. And that's all he does though. Just a slight bit of annoyance and then he's gone. Right, red still has the scout. So blue opting for a market straight away rather than any military buildings. Red now into the farming. He's had enough of the hunt. So I don't think there is any more hunt on the map. So there's gator. But yep, so it was just the initial herds of zebra. And now it has to be into farms. No water on this map either. So good farm count up early for red. Resources are almost 1,000 ahead for red, which is an amazing amount at this stage of the game. So yeah, just been super annoying with that scout. Still no military buildings for blue. Red does have the barracks up and a stable, and is going to continue to cause annoyance with more scouts. So Monsters is looking for probably a castle play. He's not really investing in any production buildings. He's got the blacksmith and the market down. So that's the two requisite buildings needed for the castle age advancement. So now he just needs to get the food organized and the gold. And then he can click up and then probably look to castle as soon as possible. So 5 gathering stone. He'll soon have enough stone. Might even be tempted to sell stone and maybe even some of the gold in order to get the food, in order to go up quicker. Now he's also decided he's had enough of this pesky scout. So he's going to protect his gathering with the tower here. Red, meanwhile, is just keeping those houses in their stable for now. Horses in their stable for now. He's going to bring them out some point later. And red has sent a whole bunch of villagers over here to collect wood without a lumber mill. And he's just realised the error of his ways. And the mill's going to go down now. Lumber camp down now. Okay, good noticing that. Alright, the scouts are out now. Bloodline's coming in. So this is going to be really annoying for blue to be able to fend this off. He doesn't have any scouts out yet. Sorry, any pikes out yet. And so Vils will go down here. Just the one. So red decides it's worth going in. Doesn't get any kills just yet. So he's going for the forging upgrade. So still a little while off castle. So when nothing's really doing, it's always, you know, a nice option. Just try and tear into a house. Try and force a reaction from your opponent. In this case, there are some pikes on the field. Spearmen on the field. And so they're successfully chased away for now. So Blue's decided 3 is enough, just for the moment, as he's trying to gather resources. So red has gone for the safe play. He's decided to wall in his wood villages. So that's a smart play. Blue has not decided to extend out yet. And he has the advantage of the mule carts to just be able to move from tree to tree. So it's not so much of an issue for the Georgians on this type of map. So nicely playing to the strengths there of the mule cart. Right, so both red and blue going up to castle at about the same time. Blue is going to have a lot of stone, so he's going to be able to drop a castle as soon as the next age arrives, and he's already preparing for that. And he's taking his pikes with him. So he's arrived way too early. Let's have to find something for idle hands to do. And red might have sensed something was up. He has probably some really good knowledge of Blue's base. Wondered where all those stone gatherers were going, because they're not here anymore. So he's possibly out looking for them. Maybe doesn't suspect that they've headed straight over to his home base. So in terms of where a castle would go, so just looking at it, if you wanted to deny your opponent from putting up a castle, then, and you suspect they haven't collected any stone yet, then this is the area to do it. So over here, you probably even protected relic. Gold, you could come around the side, put a castle around the side there, or straight in the middle of the map, which is what he's gone for. Now, red sees this. Blue's going to go for a quick house wall straight away. These pikes are standing guard for the scouts, which are they are coming in. So this is going to be a successful castle for Blue. Spears are there to protect the Vils. Fantastic play from Blue. He gets it up. Now, the only criticism is potentially maybe even a little bit further in, which would have denied access to this gold, or most of the access to this gold. I mean, Fletching is yet to come in, so with the added range, perhaps not so bad. So he's going to he's going for the wood now. Okay, fine. And coming out with the Manaspa. All right, so this is a really strong move from Blue. He's down Vils, but he does have strong military on the field. Now red is investing into the pikemen. which is a smart play. Evens the odds. But Blue's doing a great job of denying this economy, forcing a lot of idle time. Doesn't have any upgrades just yet for the Manaspa, so he'll want to look to be getting those in as quick as he can. Siege now from Blue. So, very strong attack from Blue. Let's see if Red can hold on. So Red has decided not to go into Pike just yet. Struggling with a bit of food income at the moment. And now he's going after this barracks, which is smart. Although I'd like to see the Manaspa going after Vils at this stage. They're a bit wasted on the field, not doing much of anything at the moment. I mean, Red is creeping ahead. Well, more than creeping ahead. It's almost double the amount of villagers on the field for Red. And Red has expanded down here as well. So he does have options, Red, if this gets too close for comfort. But Blue is picking off some Vils now. And going after the production buildings. He does need to keep an eye on the pikes that are coming out. They are very strong against the Manaspa. But Red is panic building now. He's trying to get as many barracks up as he can because he knows that they're the best counter to these Manaspa. Blue is doing his best that he can to take out those buildings just as quickly as they're being built. So heading into the Vils as well now. So lots of Vil kills there, very good for Blue. So Red having a little bit of a counter raid back here. Those Vils will likely be okay. All right, Red needs this defensive castle. And Blue's on the foundations. That's going to prevent it. Oh, no. Okay, it will start to be built now. He's going to have to take the long way around if he can find that. And that tower is abandoned. It's a smart play. Right, Manaspa are going to get through. No, excellent walling there. That's saved the day for Red. Alright, so Blue needs to step back now. Rethink the strategy. So Rams would be a good play at this point. He does have the siege workshop there at the ready. Probably needs to get these Vils onto the gold. Start getting enough gold to start making Rams. But Blue definitely has the game under control. Good military on the field. Red really pinned back here. This is the main economy. There's not enough room to really farm efficiently over here at the wood line. So he's getting down some farms as soon as he can as he clears the forest. And then we have a lone single villager out here just as plan C, just in case A or B go pear-shaped. So we've got one ram on the way now. Blue may want to consider just deleting that siege workshop, getting some of those resources back. You know, he might be lucky and he might be able to make a ram out of the return fee for that. So the vill count has been pulled back a little bit now. Both players have stopped making villages for now. And the first ram is out by blue. Just the one ram at the moment. I'd like to see 3, ideally 4 rams. We'll be able to take down that castle. Especially with the support of the Manaspa. But in any case, he's going after one of the TCs out of the castle fire. Right. So pikes were overpowered by the Manaspa in that instance. And so likely that town centre will likely go down. There's 3 pikes in queue. Also 3 pikes on the field, 1 in queue. But they're huddling around the castle at the moment, a bit scared by this wall of Manaspa. Alright, so the ram was taken down. So well done to Red. He's bought himself a little bit more time. Alright, bit annoying with the scout again, but paid the ultimate price. So, nice play to have a couple of pikes there, just as protection. Alright, so does blue know about the sides? I'm curious. So blue has not scouted out to the side, so he doesn't know where the big stockpiles of wood are. So I'm wondering if that might factor in at some stage as he starts running out of wood through the centre. He's now going for the second castle. That's going to make it really awkward for Red in here. He's not going to have much room at all. So half of his farm, or maybe even a third of his farm economy is going to be unreachable. As more vills have to relocate. It also gives another production building for his Manaspa, of which he has a good count of 20 now. And buildings are going to go down very quickly to this amount. So blue deciding that it's time to scout a little bit and just see what else is around on this map. Going for the third town centre as well. So starting to discover more of the map, and he's going to find this little settlement out here. I wonder if he will find that build. So he's found something. He's probably going to be a little bit confused about this, and he's bringing the whole army out for that. Well, thinks better of it. And takes the bulk of it back to the main push. So I think blue is going to know that there are massive forests out to the side. So that might give him a bit of knowledge that potentially that's where some of red is as well. So it seems like red is just huddling in the corner here. And he has clicked up to Imp. I missed that. So Imp is about to come in just 30 seconds. He has enough for Trebs. So Monsters is going to have to be on top of this. And ideally, he'd be going up to Imp within the next few moments. So, well played for taking out those vills. And that's put There's massive pressure on Red's economy again now. So Trebs are on the way. One out of each castle. And this is the play we were waiting for. So Manaspa needs to be over there to protect these rams from these pikes. And let the rams do their job, but I think the rams are all going to be lost. Treb is going down. This Treb will start firing. But Blue is going to lose most, if not all, of that army. So fantastic fight for Red. Red is going to be able to protect that Treb, so it's going to stay up. And now the tables have turned slightly. So Blue has started to go up to Imperial now, but does not have very much on the field to protect these castles. Manaspa are starting to come out, but he may have to consider that this castle is lost and just pull back a little bit, get a decent sized army together, and then try and win the Treb war from there. He sees an opportunity. Can he get in and take that Treb out? I don't think he's going to be able to do that. So, well defended from Red. Meanwhile, Red has expanded nicely to the sides. Blue has forgotten about the scouting down here, but he's aware of where the wood is now. So, Blue just trying to bait the pikes into following them away from the Treb. So Red needs to be making more Trebs. He certainly has the resources, he's just not spending them. Blue has gone for the Mangonel on the town centre. It's a nice play. We have a Scorpion on the field as well for the pikes. Alright, so I think just have to be a little bit patient, Blue. Just build up your army a little bit more before going in. Even if it means giving up this castle. Just mass some Trebs, mass some Manaspa. Alright, so this castle goes down. Manaspa trying to get rid of that Treb. They do it. That's a good kill. So Blue is struggling to get army together now. Needs to be putting together lots of pikes, the elephants, and needs to be getting Manaspa or some other unit on the field now. So even if that's just straight cavalry, simply can't get enough time to keep building Manaspa here. He's probably going to get rolled if this army decides to take it forward. Red going back, maybe a little bit scared. Doesn't quite know what's behind these Trebs. Doesn't want to lose his army. But if he just had the courage to go forward, he would certainly be able to win this fight. So Manaspa picking off some vills here. Red could place another castle. if he wanted to, but with this Treb on the scene, isn't quite sure where that should be. Conscription coming in now. That's going to help to get the army up quicker. So yeah, Red is scared. He doesn't really know what's beyond here. So for all he knows, it could be a massive army just waiting there to take out his elephants. But the reality is that his elephants could come in, take out the Treb, pikes to take out the Manaspa, and he should shortly... Well, I don't know why he's not making Trebs. They should be coming out. Trebs would win this game right now if Red was making them. And Blue, will he get the conversion? Doesn't quite get it. Alright, 2 Trebs out now. I think Red must have forgotten how to make Trebs. Okay, right. He's going for the bombard cannons. Okay, fair enough. Let's see if he can get them out quick enough, though. Alright, Monsters needs another castle up to be able to make Manaspa. So, another castle. Ideally around here. Take these villages off the stone. They're as good as enough as well. It's a bit more bold because it is in the fire of this castle. But he must have confidence that that castle's going to go down very quickly, very soon. So the castle fire won't be an issue for much longer. Alright, and there it is. So good positioning by Blue. Pushing Red off the stone now. So Red no longer has enough stone to build an additional castle. Blue now has a second production building for the Manaspa. And now the elephants come in, but it's into additional castle fire now. So the bombard cannon's out. He's got to protect those cannons. Let's see if he's able to do that. It's down to 2. So 1 was taken out, but Red has taken out that army. And now this castle here is in real trouble. Those Trebs are going to go down now. So now there's nothing to really pressure these bombard cannons. So 1 conversion for an elephant. So I think Blue has to get lucky in one of these engagements to be able to possibly bait Red into the castle fire, create an opening where he can go and take out some of these cannons. So he's going in for it. He's just going to have to let the game decide who takes who. So he's got 1 bombard cannon. He's going after the other. And he gets it. So a bit of a reprieve for Blue. And we see that Red is housed. So some panic houses going up now. That's going to be really frustrating when he's trying to get some bombard cannons back out onto the field. So Blue has taken a slight lead in economy. And now he's going to go for a bit of a raid, or at least an investigation. So he's going to find some Vil kills here. That's going to draw the pikes. Halberdiers now. So upgraded Halberdiers. He's going to draw them away. And that puts red's castle under pressure again. So blue going to go for yet another castle. This one goes down. That might be a GG moment.
Come on.
So essentially a diversion tactic to take those halberdier out of play. Gives them an Asper time to get in and take the elephants and to go after the bombard cannons. Also gets a conversion of an elephant. But the halberdiers do the job, but they're no good against these castles, of which that is going to go up. And so red must just be thinking, what do I have to do? Well, I think if he just committed, I think he would win this game. So blue is starting to get a decent amount of Manaspa together now. So these bombard cannons are going to be lost, or at the very least pushed back. Yep, they both go down. And then they retreat to the castle for the protective fire. Treb is out. It's going to be taking down this castle next. So red has the resources. So 5,000 wood in the bank, 1,000 gold, 1,000 food. But he just needs to convert that into some good units and then just have the courage to go forward and take the stand. So at the moment, blue doesn't have the fear, which is why he's able to go forward and be aggressive. Whereas red, with the better army, is afraid and is ultimately going to lose this game. So a fourth castle is not even necessary. And red decides that he's had enough. So, well played, blue. Well played for sticking to it. Being aggressive wins games. You're not going to win a game if you're passive. Which is unfortunate because red really had the better combination of army.
Ari?
He had more army usually at any one point, but just lacked the conviction to go forward and actually do something with it. So great exploration out the sides here. I love the harvesting of the forest and then filling out with farms. That relieves so much pressure from this middle area. I mean, yeah, just unfortunate that he just didn't have the conviction to take better fights and push the fight further. I mean, blue was completely open at home. If he had some spare brain cycles, perhaps just some raids coming out of this area, would have done the trick. Because he was doing so well at that at the very beginning with the scout raids and this constant harassment. So maybe a bit of that might have just been too much for blue to deal with. But in any case, yeah, really fun map. Mega random, always good to see how people react to that. And ultimately, blue played better today. All right, till the next one.